Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about two categories of cell, that is prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, and complete structure of animal cell and plant cell and its comparison. And in the last class we already discussed about discovery of cell and various kinds of plant cell according to their number of cell, their size, shape, etc. And later we completed a typical structure of a cell, their parts and their functions. So now we can start our class with the categories of cell according to the presence of nucleus, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now we can discuss about the structure of animal cell. So this is a typical structure of animal cell, in which you can see we already studied about the structure of a typical cell that may consist of three main parts: plasma membrane or cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Here we can discuss more about cell organelles present in its cell. Okay. So these all you will be aware of. This is known as cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of every cell. Outermost covering of every cell, it is known by cell membrane, or otherwise it can be known as plasma membrane. And next main important part of a cell, it is called nucleus. And the jelly-like fluid present inside the cell is known by cytoplasm. And other than these three parts, you can see several small structures embedded inside the cytoplasm. Okay, there are small membrane-bound cell structures can be seen inside this cytoplasm. Thus, first we can discuss about the structures which can be seen surrounding this nucleus. You can see small tubular structures, membrane-bound tubular structures can be seen surrounding this nucleus. They are known as endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. And near to this endoplasmic reticulum, you can see another cell organelle. It is called Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. Okay, the later you can see another structure, double membraned structure of cell organelle. It is known as mitochondria. And again, there are small, spherical, small, tiny structures can be seen scattered inside the cytoplasm, are known as lysosomes. Okay. These are the main parts of an animal cell. Once more we can discuss the outermost covering of any cell. It is known as cell membrane or plasma membrane, and its main function is to transport material. Its main function is to transport material in and out of the cell. And the second important part is called nucleus. It contains genetic material and it helps to inherit characteristics from parents to offspring. Okay, and here to the nucleus, you can see tubular structures. They are known as endoplasmic reticulum, and its main function is to synthesize or produce two kinds of biomolecules called proteins and lipids. It helps to produce proteins and lipids inside the cell. So main function of endoplasmic reticulum is to synthesize proteins and lipids. Okay, and later coming to Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus, these structures can be seen very near to this endoplasmic reticulum because these Golgi bodies act as a structure which helps to store, package and modify the materials like proteins and lipids. So it acts as a storehouse of proteins and lipids produced from this endoplasmic reticulum. That means this endoplasmic reticulum, they will synthesize the proteins and lipid, and in turn it will be transported to Golgi apparatus where it will be stored, packaged and modified. Got it? Okay. Next structure, it is called mitochondria. Mitochondria, they are double membrane structure and it is known by another name known as powerhouse of a cell. Powerhouse of a cell. It is a very important cell organelle in a cell, that is mitochondria. It is known by powerhouse of a cell because it is the cell organelle which helps to store more ATP in its body. ATP. So ATP, it is an energy currency of a cell, and that ATP will be stored inside this mitochondria. Whenever any cell in need of protein or energy, it will break down its ATP and release energy needed for that cell. Okay, so that is why this mitochondria, it is known as powerhouse of a cell. Next one, lysosomes. Coming to lysosome, they are the waste disposal system. They are the waste disposal system, means whenever any chance of entering any foreign substances or poisonous substances, toxic substances, when it enters into a cell, this lysosome, they will release a powerful digestive enzyme. Okay? Whenever if there is any presence of poison substances or foreign substances, these lysosomes, they will identify the presence of this substance and it will break and releases a powerful digestive enzyme, and that enzyme will kill the foreign substances, and sometimes it may kill even that cell itself. So it is again known as suicidal bags of a cell. It is also known as suicidal bags of a cell. So these are all about the structure of a cell. We know that it contains so many cell organelles, and each cell organelles, they are performing different functions in our body. Next we can discuss about plant cell. Okay. This is the structure of a typical plant cell. So many structures, they are similar to animal cell. This is the main difference in case of plant cell with compared to animal cell. That is the presence of an extra membrane surrounding this plasma membrane. There is an extra membrane that is called cell wall. Okay. So plant cell, it's having an extra covering called cell wall surrounding this plasma membrane, and this cell wall, it is made up of a complex sugar called cellulose. So what may be its function? Its main function is to provide protection for plant cell. It provides protection for the plant cell, and it is made up of a complex sugar called cellulose. So inside that we can see the presence of cell membrane or plasma membrane, similar to kind of animal cell. difference that you can observe in plant cell is the presence of a large vacuole in the center. In the center, you can see the presence of a large vacuole. And a nucleus can be seen near to the periphery. Nucleus can be seen very near to the periphery, or it can be seen near to the corners of its cell. Okay. And another cell organelle that is called mitochondria. Mitochondria, double membrane cell organelle called mitochondria. Its function is similar with the animal cell. It is act as a powerhouse of a cell which generate ATP for a cell. Same function. Okay. Next one, another difference, that is presence of plastids. Presence of plastids can be seen inside the cytoplasm, and this plastid which contain a green pigment, it is known as chlorophyll, and that chlorophyll containing plastids are known as chloroplast. Chloroplast. So chloroplasts are the plastids which contain a green pigment called chlorophyll. Such kind of plastids are called chloroplasts, and its main function is to synthesize food, that is helping for photosynthesis. That is the main function carried out by plastid. Okay, so you have seen so many structures, and again Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, the same function. It acts as a storage, packaging and modification of Golgi apparatus. Same function, storage, package and modification of organic substances called proteins and lipids, which are produced from endoplasmic reticulum. And you can see the presence of reticulum, endoplasmic reticulum surrounding this nucleus itself. So these are all about plant cell. Now we can discuss about the comparison of animal cell and plant cell. There are some similarities and also differences. So now we can see what all similarities are there with animal cell and plant cell. So here I wrote cell membrane, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, cytoplasm, endoplasmic reticulum. These all cell organelles are present both in plant cell and animal cell, and they are doing the same functions. Okay, so these are the similarity both plant cell and animal cell have cell membrane, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, cytoplasm and endoplasmic reticulum, and their functions almost all are similar in plant cell and animal cell. When came into this differences, you can see that in case of nucleus, we already discussed that in case of plant cell, the nucleus, it is present near to the, or it is situated near to the periphery of a cell, or can be seen at the corner of a cell. While in case of animal cell, it can be seen at the center. Okay, so nucleus can be seen in periphery in case of plant cell and at the center in case of animal cell. Second one, vacuoles. Plant cell possess a large central vacuole, while animal cell have a small, sometimes it may be very small and sometimes it can be seen in large numbers in animal cell. Next one, cell wall. Plant cell have an extra covering of membrane surrounding cell membrane, that is called cell wall. It is present in plant cell only, but in animal cell it is completely absent. And the next one, plastid. It is only present in plant cell, helping for photosynthesis because of the presence of chlorophyll in its